Hello, my name is Matt Nowatzke, and today I'm going to be talking about Iowa, where 80% of all land is agricultural, and 90% of that agricultural land is in a two-crop annual monoculture of corn and soybeans. Because these annual systems only grow for part of the year, they leave the land bare and vulnerable for several months, leading to many environmental problems, including erosion, nutrient loss to waterways, and greenhouse gas emissions. On top of that, large parts of Iowa farmland are either breaking even or consistently losing money. In the top left, we have what are commonly referred to as prairie potholes, areas of farmland that would traditionally flood year after year. Though, as you can see from the photo, prairie pothole is probably an understatement since you could go canoeing in some of these places. Now, apart from rice, crops don't really grow well when they're flooded, so in areas like these, it's not only environmentally damaging, but also unprofitable when crops fail to grow. My research focuses on using public weather, soil, spatial, and economic data combined with a dynamic crop model to simulate within-field profitability and how alternative crops might perform in Iowa, both from a crop production but also a farm economic standpoint. One area of crop production that would help towards amending many of our environmental problems would be to plant perennials in place of some of our annual crops. Perennial crops, which would be actively growing in the spring and fall when our land is otherwise devoid of plant cover, could reduce soil erosion, runoff, use excess nutrients, and, of course, grow, where otherwise annual crops would fail and farmers would lose money. In the bottom left photo, you can see prairie that has been planted in rows alongside annual crops. And on the bottom right, we have pasture. Using the crop model APSUM, we hope to be able to simulate these and other crops such as switchgrass, miscanthus, and perennial grains like intermediate wheatgrass, helping both the environment and the farm economy. However, for me to say these outcomes will happen is much easier said than done. On the other part of my research, I focus on people who, unlike our crop model, are rather unpredictable and often must make complex decisions while under many external influences that are often not taken into account when these precision agriculture and conservation tools are actually designed. In order to understand how people are using systems like ours, we plan to visit farmers at their homes and in the field, observing how precision agricultural tools and other factors in their personal environment might affect decision making. This way, we can ensure we're both making the right thing and making the thing right, once again leading into increased farm profitability and better environmental outcomes.